And here's another short video. And I'm going to do this, and I got to mention this about the Charlie Kirk information that come up. But I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to give my disclaimer as follows.
This is my disclaimer read out loud in a pre-recorded audio read out loud. I am and will be making statements and strong opinions throughout this video. To say allegedly or not. I can only share information which I have received from various sources that I believe to be possibly true, or already true. Some things are true already. I had a previous disclaimer, which I had somewhere previously, for my said handle on Rumble, which is also named Shelly Love 1. So this is my statement and statement for my statements as follows. Some for education purposes to inform what I thought needed to be informed as follows.
So right now, I just saw a video, and they were talking about how another content creator was sharing how they're asking now, the FBI is asking about questions related to the Charlie Kirk assassination. Now, I had already had questions, and a whole bunch of us didn't believe Tyler did it. He just the one that they tell the public. Just like they told the public that guy shot that guy that was the CEO of the healthcare thing. But I'm gonna have to. That's the thing, and I need to. I'm gonna have to record the rest of this somewhere in another spot because I'm in the car and people are talking next to me, and I'm not trying to have people talking inside my YouTube video. Because I'm a content creator. Because that's what they call me. People that have stuff online and have handles online which you can look at. Now, I have these little I meant for them to put the daggone things closer together. The one is supposed to be next together because it's Shelly Love 1, and it's supposed to be together. But I looked online and I accidentally put it in there like that, and they were only going by what I put into when I was designing it. But I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to have to record the rest of this video at another time. And now I'm back home. I wish I had a backdrop. I used to have videos with a backdrop, but that was when I was in my other apartment. But back to the thing about Charlie Kirk. Now, there are different stuff around about it. There's a group of people who say that they believe people close to Charlie Kirk, and a whole lot of people don't believe Tyler did it. And then to add to that, now I just saw a video, and I might put that in the description of this video, where a guy is sharing how now the FBI is looking into the said conspiracy theories. But really, it's just people that paying attention, and people are not like it used to when you just put something on the news and people just believe everything because it was on the news. There are people who think really hard, and I'm gonna wipe my nose. Anyway, who have, even if their IQ is not as big, they don't buy everything that because they say it on the news. They don't believe it, and especially people who dig into information and find out that a lot of stuff that they say are conspiracies are really comes out to be true. And just like the stuff in the movies, and the fake stuff in the movies are based on actual things, even if it's fictional or science fictional or where it came, are actually based on actual things, unfortunately. excuse me, belching. And I just get this before I eat this AAA Mexican grill food. Eat this food that I got from the other mall, the second mall that I went to. Because I wasn't going shopping, all that shopping. I just bought a few items that I wasn't buying any clothes or anything like that, you know. But the thing is that people don't buy it. People didn't buy it. And I keep seeing in the feed about Candace Owens. Yes, she spoke a lot of things, but even people who don't support Candace Owens are asking a lot of questions as well. They were asking a lot of questions, and people, especially people that were in the military, and they're looking at the angle of how they say he was shot and this like that, and when I looked at it, and I know that it's going to sound, that's not going to sound good, but when I looked at it, it almost looked like the way, how the video went with the Charlie Kirk incident. It looked like something straight out of a Quentin Tarantino movie. Not saying that it didn't, not discounting if, something really happened about whatever really happened. Not discounting it, because I did watch Charlie Kirk's video and I did follow him. I think I had followed his page on Facebook anyway. So don't come into me in my comments and come at me saying Michelle is trying to say stuff because she's one of these liberals or somebody that didn't support Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I watched his video and I like how he was able to debate, and he was able to, and they lied about him a lot too. So, but the simple fact is, we didn't buy it, we didn't believe it, and there's stuff saying about like a witness protection, like it was, but it would really be really cool if for real, he was still out there and he was just in witness protection. Not discounting if anything happened, my condolences. But, he needed, we would want him to be here to watch to see what's going on with the turning point and how a whole lot of stuff going on. And some stuff going on that that guy that's saying lead like Charlie Kirk, that guy, let's see if I can put the picture up. Yeah, that evil guy that I'm talking about. People that are exposed about him. Yeah, that guy. They said, one with the pizza on his, he had the pizza on his mouth or whatever. And and I heard that one of the guys that were on the leadership board was tied to that guy, that evil Satanist guy that was tied to a certain part, allegedly tied to the Satanist guy that was in the that resigned not too long before this happened. The guy that was tied to the and some folks know about the guy named Michael Aquino. That guy that anyway, a lot of people didn't know about him. So Charlie had some people around him that weren't all that, and that guy that they putting out there lead like Charlie, that was the you don't want. And the thing is that a lot of people aren't really watching what's really going on. and people are just looking at the wife, and you just all nasty and talking against. I'm like, people with contacts in government and their people, and I have a guy that I'm subscribed to. He has contacts, a man of God, and ministry guy who has contacts with different governments and different things, and different sources where he can dig up information related to people. And you don't want, because see, folks say, and people didn't like the wife and say she would talk about, but people really did a background. People did a background. I know people probably do a background. I'm thinking, he watched you do a background about me. But, people find out I've never been a criminal. The most I've gotten in my life was traffic tickets or something like that, or things, different other things, but it's nothing no criminal. Now I could say that somebody might have tried to fake because I did have a time where somebody used my identity to fraudulently get a phone service in or in Virginia somewhere. But that got taken care of some years back. But they this whole bunch of stuff, because my name, I have one of those popular names, but this, truth be told, it's just like, it's a whole lot of stuff. I've dealt with some things, but watching this and watching how the people are talking about Cash Patel, and he had one of my YouTubers, she shared a while back, some months back, that about, he did a whole documentary called Government Gangsters. Now, if somebody would look at that, they would realize that Cash Patel is not with the deep state or whatever, because somebody, if they were deep state, they would not have shared the information which he shared on Government Gangsters. Now, somebody need to pray into it about that lady that he's with, which one of my YouTubers called out about the lady that he's with. So different people have called out that. Now he need to look into, about her. But Cash, I know, in my opinion, he's a real patriot. The woman is, because the thing is, just like, you're going to have a good patriot, and you have the good guy, like, say, Charlie Kirk, and then they could put, the deep state or the powers that be can put you with a bad person to try to, but that's another story in itself. Now, people already did a background of the guy that Trump is married to. And you already did a bloodline of her. You already dig back in that she's in a bloodline that would want to have, based on her bloodline, but like, if you look at the blood, she would be somebody that want to have a vendetta to the people of the powers that be. So the lady, whoever, so the lady that's with, Melania, just with Trump right now, she's I say, for example, ride or die. But these other women that's with some of these other guys, but people already did a background, a bloodline of Trump, and did a bloodline of the different presidents, the presidents before him, and Biden. People have done bloodlines on, because see, the patriots, for the people that's on the right side, see, on the left, they, the people that's anti-Trump and all these people that is with people against, just know that there are people that's on the right side, on the MAGA side, or whatever the side. Folks have done bloodline researches and dig down, did a background of these people. before, because people don't even realize that the Patriots, a lot of the Patriots, and especially the people on the Patriot side, they got in the government military. And like I said in another video, I said, I'm subscribed to the people that actually had literally government military intel. And I ain't talking about they just have a bosses or guessing. They have actual contacts on the good side, not the bad side. Because you got people that's on the bad side. But people dig. People don't really realize. And anyway, I'm going to have to leave something in the description. And this stuff with Charlie coming up. There's people that's saying about this. And then that other story about how, they ain't talk about that one. People are beginning to figure out different various hoaxes over the years and the more recent ones. So they're videos. And people analyze and watch things, and they don't look at, because when the Charlie Kirk situation happened, people did close-ups and slowed the camera down and did actual close-ups, and people had different camera angles too. And all the people saying, "Oh, you're wrong," and Candace was not the only one that was saying stuff. He would say, "Oh, Candace just said this and this, that." A whole lot of people don't necessarily support Candace, and a lot of people were turned off and stopped watching her and were turned off. But they also had questions. You don't have to support Candace or any of these other ones, big name ones that's out there. Just know that people without the big name people that's out there that they consider conservative content creators and people, they asked questions. And I wish because I keep seeing in the feeds and people's comment section, Candace no and Candace. I said, there are people who dig even deeper, who have way more contacts than what she had. Because a guy I'm subscribed to, he shared, because Candace did this about Kamala Harris. They dig deeper than what she did. And they had actual contacts in the Jamaican, person had contacts in the Jamaican government. So they digged even deeper than what she had. She had this one that had did a good analysis of that. But I haven't watched her videos. But because people have stopped watching it, because allegedly, she getting funds from a certain other government. But I'm not going to get into that. But just pray for her and just see whatever, and a lot of people just keep praying and praying. And even if you don't pray, you can dig in this stuff, and people can't just always take things at face value. So I'm going to leave that there. This is longer than what I planned to be, and I will go. And some of us will just hear and be the type that I would say that will be standing in prayers.
Don't forget to check in the description for links and my correspondence if I put it there.
Sometimes I put a link or more to other content creators' videos that explain in their videos more than I ever could.